So welcome back, kings and queens, and welcome if you're new here. My name is Hope King, and I'm the designer behind King's Designs MD. Today I am working on seeing if I can laminate fabric. I am just experimenting this morning, so I am using HP laminating paper. I believe I ordered this from Amazon, and I am also using my Boss Stitch laminator. And I have some fabric here. This is a scrap of fabric that I used when I was making face masks. My fabric is wrinkled, so I'm about to hit that with my mini press and just let it get some of those wrinkles out. Alright, so I'm just pressing it with my mini press. Typically I would be using the iron, but since I'm over here, I'm just trying to get these out really quickly and get it in the laminating pouch. Now I do want it to cool down before I get it in the laminating pouch, because the whole concept of the laminator is just that you know, the heat's going to seal it. So I'm concerned that if I put it directly in the laminating pouch while it is still warm, that it may start the laminating process, and I don't want that to happen. So you hear the laminator beeping. I'm going to let my fabric cool and I will be back. Alright, so I'm back and I have my fabric out, my laminating pouch. My fabric has cooled some, and so these laminating pouches, they open on one end and they are sealed on the other end, and sometimes it can be a little tricky to try to open it from top or bottom. So if you go on the side, it might be a little easier to open. I am putting my fabric in the inside, and I typically push everything all the way to the top of the laminating sheet. I plan to trim around it so it doesn't matter. But my fabric is nestled inside, and now I am going to bring my laminator over closer so it can have some room in the back. This is similar to Cricut, where it is going to go through the front and come out the back, so you need to have some space behind it. Okay, so I am back and I have my pouch ready to go. Now, like I said, it goes front to back, so you want to get it right in here. Now, these pouches are 3 mils thickness. And so you see it's going in one side and it's going to pop out, hopefully, the other side. This is my first time trying this. Here we go. I have some laminated fabric. Now I have to figure out what I want to do with it. Now the lamination sheet itself, you can hear, is pretty sturdy. And as of right now, I'm going to trim around it to see if it feels any different. But as of right now, it feels stiff, like basically like the bookmarks and affirmation cards and everything. But I'm going to trim around it and see what I get. Alright, now I've just grabbed a pair of scissors from a cup I had with a bunch of scissors in it. I actually counted yesterday. I had about 7 pairs of scissors, and I know 1 or 2 pairs was not in my cup. So I don't know how many pairs of scissors you guys own. Some were gifted to me, some were purchased. And you see how hard this lamination sheet is, that when it came off, it like flicked away. So yeah, it's still pretty sturdy. This is really like almost bookmark level. And I don't want to trim too close, because if I trim too close, it can pop the seal. Like I just trimmed super close. Now let me see what was going to happen. But it can pop the seal on your lamination sheet, so eventually it could come apart. Now imagine that if you're laminating fabric. Now I want to test it out because I'm curious. But I see I can feel that fabric poking through from the inside. But if you're laminating fabric, I imagine it's going to be sewn, or some type of seam is going to happen to close it off. But then again, you may not. You can laminate fabric and create your own fabric bookmarks. So now that is all cut down. I actually want to see if I can slice it with my paper slicer and see about this bookmark idea. Okay, so I have my paper slicer. This is one Westcott brand that I got from Sam's Club. But I'm going to put this on. I'm not worried about measurements because I'm just experimenting. What I do like about this particular paper slicer is that it has the 2 knobs on it, so you can hold them both down and get a good double slice with one cut. I do like that about this one. And now if you want precision, I can get it on this line and run it back through. So now I have a precise cut. And I slice on that line to start, so I'll run it on this line. Get a nice precise cut. So that's some shoes and books if it comes out, and you can punch a hole through the top and run some ribbon through it. So I have that little hole puncher. It's like a 1/8, I think, hole punch, and I can find some ribbon that I have around here and run some ribbon through that, and these are now laminated bookmarks. Alright guys, I'm back. Funny thing is, could not find any ribbon at the moment. I know I have some, but I moved things around so much that I couldn't find any. But what I had was some leftover gift bags from the holidays. So I said, you know what, I'm going to pull out one of these strings just for the purpose of running it through here and seeing if this is going to work as an alternative. And here we go. I like this because it's easy to pull through. It came from a gift bag, so I'm just going to tie it, cut it, and cut it off. So not losing anything, and I'm recycling. Now these are my sewing shears. They are very old, and I was trying to see the brand, and I can't remember, but those scissors have been around forever, and they were $20 scissors, so they were not cheap. Okay. Running that through. Again, the little piece at the top helps to get it through, and I can't remember the name of it. My kids and I always joke about the name of the tip of like a shoestring. I know it begins with the letter A. If you guys know it, put it in the comments. And so there we go. Bookmarks. Or you put it this way if you like it better that way. I would probably press mine so that it lay flat. But there you go. Quick, easy tutorial. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.